Good morning, good morning, good morning, business owners. It's time to rise and shine with yours truly, Leon Street. And today, in this video, I'm going to be talking about why making a stand for what you believe in frightens many business owners, but not others. And I guess with, any moment or any period in time in history, there are different things that, are happening that are, I guess, the main focus of perhaps your world, perhaps a specific society, country. Right now, there's obviously things going on with this coronavirus lockdown, and it's affecting the world in different ways, different countries. And making a stand, and especially when it comes to your business, is it's a big thing in terms of polarizing people to attract and build your audience and community. But not many people, not many business owners are willing to make that stand and actually speak up beyond kind of the basic levels of conformity and what people perhaps expect, rather than truly making a stand and speaking out. So today's video, I'm going to go over a few ideas and a few things that what I'm hoping you can take from what I see as people who've successfully made a stand, and how I've even, voiced my opinion on different things to speak about the things that I believe in order to I guess, kind of communicate and fight for the things that I truly trust in, believe in, and in my world, in terms of what I expect of the world, what I want to see more of. So making a stand, if your business hasn't really kind of made any progress in the sense of making the type of progress where you feel like, yeah, I'm really connecting with my kind of audience, or I'm really pushing the boundaries of your message, or even reaching the people that you really want to reach. That's what today's about. As I have on previous occasions, I do have a bit of a presentation that I put together. And the reason why I do the presentation is very simple, guys. It helps me to stay focused with what I want to share with you. I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes I'll deliver presentations. I'll be like, gosh, man, I should have shared that one specific thing, or there was something that I really wanted to share and I forgot to share it. So I have something for you today, guys. If you have any questions, please remember to drop your questions below this video in a comment. And if you just get any general feedback or anything you want to add to what I'm sharing today, please do add them there. So good morning, business owners. Why making a stand for what you believe frightens many business owners, but not others. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Just go to Leon Street on YouTube and hit the subscribe button, and you'll be notified. Well, actually, if you click on the notification bell, you'll be notified of all the new videos that I've got. There's approximately 80 plus videos on the channel covering sales, marketing, business, and everything in between. So what is making a stand? So I've got a few things I want to share with you. I'm going to zoom in a little bit as I go through this. So I'll be zooming in and out. Making a stand can, for many business owners, be an exercise of conformity. Do what others do, copy the best competitor, and leave it at that. And for the vast majority of business owners, I guess they're the ones who fall into the majority of the ones who aren't really, excelling to, I guess, the levels of what they hope they would achieve. And most of the time, making a stand, as I'm going to go through this, you're going to see what making a stand truly is about. It's not just, being a buzzword disruptor, or just being somebody who wants to stand out just for standing out reasons. It's deeper than that. And I've got some things that will help you, especially a couple of questions that will help you to consider what you want to make a stand for. But to truly make a difference and make noise in the marketplace takes real guts. It isn't something simple. And a real understanding of your values, your beliefs, and your purpose or vision is critical. Right, wrong, and the standards you choose to uphold are part of that. So for me, making a stand really does come down to values, beliefs, and your purpose/vision. And then eventually your standards are what help you to uphold that continually. So if we look at this and go a bit deeper, why make a stand in the first place? So your voice and what you choose to stand for forms your brand and what you as an individual or business represent. It's that simple. You see, For some people, and I'm not saying this is right or wrong, but I will share, I guess, parts of what I want to get across here is that some people, they say they make a stand, but their actions show otherwise. And there's a lot of people, who have the right intention with what they want to make a stand for, but their actions show, I guess, to the degree of fear and what holds them back. Yeah, so the degree of fear that holds them back when people don't really act on what they say they stand for. And sometimes what people say they stand for is, it's kind of like general, I would say even like drivel. It's like vanilla stuff. It's like, yeah, I stand for good standards, or I stand for good workmanship, and yet their actions don't really, I guess, drive home anything more than that. It's kind of like corporate speak, if you will. Even for small business owners, it's like, and the reason for that is because there's a few more layers, and I'm going to extract some of that for you. But have any of you guys come across that, where you see people who say, "I'll make a stand for this, make a stand for that," and actually they're not really pushing? Good morning, Yadira. Thanks for jumping on. And making a stand really is about you understanding why you're in your business and why you do what you do. And this is coming back to purpose. So if you don't know what your purpose is and what you stand for, answer these questions. This is a great place to start, guys. Why does your business or brand exist? Yeah, answer the question. So, have a think about it, write it down. Yeah, and then you'll start to see why your business or brand exists. Like, what is its purpose? What's the meaning and the reason behind it? And the second question is, what is its long-term purpose to improve the society as it is today? So is your business truly going to make some type of, change, improvement in terms of society, the audience and the customer base that you serve, the difference that perhaps your message, your products, your services, or the people that you influence who buy your products and services are then going to be able to improve, in society? So it's almost like this this droplet of water effect, where the ripples kind of go out. It's not just you, it's the people who use your products and services. They continue that improvement. So there's different ways, obviously, to impact the world. But when you answer these questions, this is going to bring you closer to what your brand and therefore what your message really means to you, and therefore what it is you're trying to communicate. And a lot of businesses, and I've been there, I've been to the group coaching, business planning days over the course of my I guess journey of having coaches and so on. And I've been there when it's kind of like, it's not really like hitting you in the feels, where you feel it in your guts, like, whoa, or you're pulled on your heartstrings, that type of stuff. And whether you feel like it's some kind of woo-woo stuff, it's more, it can even be, I guess, labeled as like what you're passionate about, something that grabs you by the balls, and you're like, this is why I've got to do this. This is why I've got to show up. This is why I've got to make this stand. And for me, when you start to answer these questions, this is where you get to the point where you stop bullshitting yourself as well, because you won't hold back, because you'll know why your business is here, what it represents, or what you represent as a personal brand, and what your long-term purpose is. I've been reading a book recently. Well, I say reading, but listening, and I'm just going to share this with you. Just give me a second, guys. I've got to check Audible so I can get the exact name. And it really got me thinking. And so the book it's by Simon Sinek, the famous business guru who talks about, why and your purpose. And the book is The Infinite Game: How Great Businesses Achieve Long-Lasting Success. And it just come to me as I was thinking about this. And the infinite game is, I've got the question there: what is its long-term purpose to improve, the society as it is today, or your society? But when you look at it, if your long-term purpose is infinite, it will never be achieved, and you're always working towards, I guess, this holy grail, nirvana, perfect world scenario. It should be something that is going to form your legacy, and I guess that's the key thing here. Its length, and its purpose will go beyond, I guess, your lifetime here. And if that's your true purpose, and it has that kind of everlasting legacy approach to it, it's going to be something real powerful for you to share with your audience. But let's look at a couple of examples. Coca-Cola, they want to see more happiness. Disney want to see more magic. Virgin want to see more rebellion. Google wants to see more minds exploring. And so, these are very simple ones, but they're from big notable companies. And I share them just so it gives you a starting point so you can start to understand that even behind, I guess, these big corporate companies who most people wouldn't say that they were particularly in tune with, I guess, their values and beliefs, but look at what their purpose is. It is more kind of, this intangible stuff. It's like happiness, magic, rebellion, more minds exploring. And so when you start to look at, these big companies, you start to see the clues as to, where your purpose can be in your business. And, if it is to bring more happiness, more magic, more rebellion, more minds exploring the specific industry or topics or market that you're in, like that's really where you've got to be focused. And that's where I guess you've got to start to, put your attention in your business. So why is it that people don't speak out? So why don't they make a stand for things that they truly believe in? What is it that frightens them? And ultimately, it's fear. The main reason people are afraid to speak up is the fear of being wrong. And if you think about a business owner, business owners don't want to be wrong in front of, I guess, any number of people, a group of people, an audience of people, because they're thinking of, well, what might people think of me? Yeah. What kind of impact will that have on my brand? What impact might that have on my reputation? Yeah. And when you come from that place, from fear, it's no wonder that a lot of people don't speak up. They don't really go all in, they don't really share all in, emotions, good times, bad times, all of that. And ultimately, that's the thing that holds back the greatness of a business or of the individual's brand, because they're not sharing truly what they believe. And look, here's the thing. And an even bigger fear of everyone is perceiving them as an idiot. So it isn't just fear of being wrong, it's being perceived as being an idiot or inferior or stupid, and that they'll never be able to, I guess, release the shackles of that label. And sometimes that label might just be the person or the business's own thoughts around that, and it might not be the reality of other people who potentially would be their clients or be their community. It might be something made up, which is what fear is, false evidence appearing real. Because fear is something that you fear or perceive something happening before it's actually happened. Yeah. So it's a before state that the mind creates and conjures up. So let's move forward. It is the fear that stops many of us actually making a stand and really representing what our brand is, really owning our brand. Now, a lot of people out there will speak about your brand has to represent this and represent that. Well, you can't represent if you're not representing and making a stand and actually sharing your message and, taking action on that. And the next part for me is, but what if your purpose called you to repeatedly stand up and speak your truth no matter what? And for me, this is what, making a stand is all about. It's making that stand and speaking your truth no matter what, because you don't care. If you make mistakes, fine. If you make invalid claim or something, but you're happy to retract the statement or make an apology or whatever it is, or just go back over it, that shows greater courage, because it shows that, look, you're human. We make mistakes. We are not robots. And therefore, if you really want to make that stand, it isn't about being right all the time. You will make mistakes. I've made many mistakes in business. I've made many mistakes in life, in relationships, in decisions, you know what I mean? And it's like, nobody is infallible. Nobody is perfect. And the thing is, when we run our businesses as small business owners, we put this hat on to say, hey, let's be professional and get it right 99% of the times, if not 100%. And reality, as a business owner, it doesn't work that way. You hear a lot of people talk about, if you want to be a success, fail faster. And that's what this is part of as well. Having a brand that you speak your truth, and you don't speak from a place of I'm trying to get it right all the time, because that doesn't exist. It's bullshit, really. So is the fear justified though? Should you speak up, all the time? Or is there a time where you shouldn't really speak up? Yes, some people who choose to speak up over the ages have paid with their lives. That's the ultimate cost. Would they have been any or taken a different approach if they knew that that was going to be the conclusion? Mhm. That's a deeper question, and I can't answer it. To the degree that you want to execute on your purpose and your vision is I guess a personal decision. It comes back to how far do you really want to take this thing, this vision, that this change, this greatness that you want to inject in society from your products and services and your message. How far do you really want to push it? However, those people who lost their lives, they also acted as catalysts and visionaries for the generations who followed them. And I guess, this, for me, this is a big thing, because we as a society stand on the shoulders of giants. And in many situations, there's many controversial topics. There's things, especially right now, around racism. It's a big thing. The injustices around the world in different countries, the persecution of the oppressed, people who are poor, people who, they don't have the luxury of having a meal, every day, or, their fridge full. And I guess, this is the key thing for me. It's like, what difference does your brand make? Do you actually go to the depths where you can help people to that level? And for me, standing on the shoulders of giants is kind of like what this picture portrays, I guess. There's people on this picture, what I've got right here. Let me zoom in just so you can see the faces a bit more. And in some ways, they've all made a stand in different ways. A few of them, they've paid by going through physical trauma. They've paid with their lives. They've paid with persecution for standing up for what they're speaking. And I've put Gary Vee on there for any of you that know Gary Vee, bottom right corner. I put him on there because for every video that I've seen of this guy, and the content that he pushes out, he stands up for what he believes in. He stands up for, as he calls it, the dirts and the clouds mentality. Having the ability to think strategically, but yet be in the dirt, be in the trenches. Hustling, grinding, runs a very successful, 9-figure business, and he speaks his truth. And then, the other famous people that you see on there, Mahatma Gandhi, he led his people to freedom from British colonial rule. Martin Luther King, for everything that is happening right now in terms of racism and things like Black Lives Matters and so on, we stand on the shoulders of people like him. Rosa Parks, same thing, and for me, that's what truly owning your ability to make a stand in your business and speak your truth is all about. If we live and come from a place of fear, we'll never reach or even get close to the potential of what is there for us. And it's not an easy thing, guys. It really isn't an easy thing. But I guess with what I wanted to show you today is, it's your choice at the end of the day. There is no right or wrong. If you how much you want to turn up the volume of what you want to speak about and put out into the world, it's just up to you. Yeah. And if your journey is to speak to whatever level you're speaking at, well, that's cool. But what I wanted to share with you today is that, you can go deeper, and you don't have to worry about, the fear of what other people will think of you, and even thinking that, you'll get things wrong, or that you're an idiot or stupid, or whatever negative term people want to use. It is all about speaking your truth. And I guess the one thing in life is that, we don't remain the same. We continue this journey. And I want to leave you with this quote, guys, and I'm hoping you can use this so that going forward from today into the next week, you can really accelerate your business by speaking your truth. You can really, look at things as they are and say, am I holding back because of fear? Or am I pushing forward because of what I'm called to deliver and what I represent for my audience? Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about the things that matter. And if your business truly makes a difference to the customers, the community, the people that you serve, you want to make sure that you don't remain silent. Yeah, because you don't want your life to end, your business to end, and just become, another person who is living an okay life. But there is so much more for you to bring into this world, to inject change into this world, because those people who need to hear your voice, they're out there. They're waiting to hear from you, and it doesn't matter if that audience starts off small and remains small, but you make that change. The key thing is that you deliver on what you believe your purpose to be, or know your purpose to be. So on that note, guys, speak your truth, stand up more, test it. I've done it on social media. I've put videos out there, I've put posts out there where, for instance, I've shared my feelings on Black Lives Matter. I've shared my feelings on social lockdown, what we're going through right now with this pandemic. I've shared my feelings on relationships. I've spoken to people who've reached out to me and asked me for advice, or just wanted a shoulder to lean on. And I've spoken my truth. I haven't held back, and there's been times where business owners, they've reached out to me and they're like, I'm trying to figure out this strategy, and I'm trying to figure out this tactic. And, I've spoken the truth and said, look, stop bullshitting yourself and start getting, clear on what it is you want to do with your life. Stop living for other people's opinions and, what they think of you, and start living from your truth. And that's what this is all about, guys. So, live more of your truth. And I don't mean this any kind of woo-woo way or airy-fairy kind of way. I mean it like, the people I've shared with you, some people have paid with their life. I'm talking about that kind of thing. Come from a place of having balls around what you represent and what you want to see in this world, what you want to bring to this world as difference. And I guess that's what today's, business owner Sunday morning wake up with Leon is all about. Go out there, speak your truth, and have the balls to do it, and just see what happens, guys. Because at the end of the day, if all it is fear that's holding you back, remember, it's not real. And even the greatest people, they believed in their purpose so much that they paid for it with their life. And I'm not saying that that's what you got to do, guys, but you got to start somewhere. So start speaking and start sharing. Magdalena, thank you as always. Yadira, thank you so much. I really needed to hear this message today. Yadira, you've got a great message. Go share it. And people do need to hear what you've got. And don't drop into conformity, people. Go out there and make it happen. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go get some breakfast and enjoy the rest of my day. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.